Welcome to Astrodology, the podcast that brings you knowledge, wisdom, and principles that can help you find the peace and comfort we all seek and deserve in our lives. Welcome back, everybody. This is Astrid. Welcome to Astrodology with Astrid. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is one of my favorite topics, and the topic is faith. Now, this message is actually not anything new that I've not spoken about before, but what's interesting about it is it comes from a body of work that I have yet to release. But I wanted to share this part with you because as we move forward, I've ran into so many people as we come into this new year, having hope that it'll be a better year, and they're looking forward to things going more smoothly and working out better. So Monday is a great day to tune in to your faith. Naturally, Sunday, if you're Christian, or Saturday, if you're Jewish, but also each day of the week carries a different energy. So let's get into this. Faith. You have to have faith. Without faith, we are empty. Affirmation. I came up with an affirmation that says, faith is my invisible power supply. Faith is my invisible power supply. My trust in the perfection of the universe and my higher self help me to move confidently in the direction of my dreams. Another word for faith is setting an intention, making a wish, or in the yoga world, we call it sankalpa. Faith is super important in your life, and Monday's energy is governed by the moon. And the moon is a special planet because it's all about healing. It helps you to rejuvenate and bring clarity to all areas of your life. So each day of the week is driven by a different planet for energy. So what does the moon really represent? It represents looking inward. It represents repairing, restoring, revitalizing, and healing. We have the power to heal ourselves. As my friend Katya, we do the energy medicine talks. The tagline is, you are your own self-healer, and I really believe this. So one of the ways we can help repair ourselves, coming from my yoga tradition, is through mantra. Mantra is another word to break it really down, is singing, using your voice. And there are different seed mantras that help us. While you're doing a mantra, it literally becomes vocalization, and it becomes a meditation of vocalism because you're repeating this sacred word over and over again. There's a mantra, Haum, Haum, and Haum is said to help us connect to universal life force. That universal life force is what helps you connect to your spirit and your soul and to yourself. So Haum, Haum. Ideally, you can use a beadra or a set of beads that you can count. And 108 is considered a high spiritual number. It's called a mala. That's the word I was looking for. Some people in Catholicism use a rosary, but repeating these sacred chants and words help fill up that space. Again, faith is important in life because it becomes harder to move forward without it. It is an invisible power supply in our lives. Faith is strong just like mountains. It is a power so strong that it is hard to become overcome by anything in life. Paradoxically, or metaphorically, mountains teach us a lot, don't they? They are firmly rooted in the ground, but they still soar high towards the sky. This is how we want to live, deep and wide and firm and strong, ever expanding like mountains. All we have to do is turn inward and take our own hand of strength, because this is the home of faith. Sometimes we have to heal ourselves from the perspective of our own goals and intentions. It's not that our goals are having goals or intentions are wrong. It's just, are they the right goals and intentions for ourselves and our lives, or are we just copycatting others? Most of life requires our belief in things we cannot see, touch, or feel. Our bodies, for example, the most precious cargo that is part of our lives, our heart, our spleen, our liver, our thyroid, and all these incredible parts of ourselves we can't see. We have to have faith that each and every day they're going to function properly and keep us alive, right? When you practice yoga, you have to have faith because it's about courage. And the more you stay on the yoga mat, the more you will learn and the more your body will open. We have to believe that we have the power to heal ourselves, and targeting days like Monday, again, is about healing. It's about healing your instincts as well. You know, our gut instincts and our higher level of being able to see in our third eye have literally been shut down with technology. As things and man has evolved, we stop trusting our natural instincts. It's also about healing your psyche, healing your soul. And it's about honoring your breath and your life. All spiritual teachers, masters point back to the breath. Keep thinking about balance. We are always struggling in life to find balance. The idea is if we can find it in our own bodies, we can start to get a sense of what balance truly feels like. So then they can bring that emotional in energetically. We want to keep moving forward towards our dreams and goals with confidence, Think of inner exploration and step into life as fully as possible. This is where faith comes in handy to allow us to do this. Our gut level of intuition is part of us connecting with ourselves. It's always working in life. We are always building and working on something, aren't we? There are things in life that we really, really enjoy doing and things we would like to avoid doing. There are things we have a preference for, etc., etc., etc. And the number one way that we lose power is when we put our trust and faith in others. Whenever we step outside of ourselves and we set ourselves up to deplete ourselves of our own precious energy, it's okay to confer with someone about what you believe, but at the end of the day, we have to follow what we feel. The most important type of faith that you can have is the faith that you have within yourself. I would also ask a higher power, just because stepping outside of ourselves to a higher source or higher power is something that I have reverence for. Sometimes the moon is full, and it is a very powerful time in our life when the moon is full. This full moon, it tries to shift us, and things can get hairy and uncomfortable because there is a great shift that can occur. During a full moon, it's a great time to reassess our goals. That's why we are constantly told that full moons are about releasing and letting go. Faith is having trust in the divine order of things. Keep trusting in the perfection of your inner wisdom. Oftentimes we want to push past this wisdom and do something else, but keep coming back to your center. Keep coming back to what you are feeling. When we are trying to heal something in our lives, we have to go in stages. We can start with different levels. We can start with emotional, physical, and mental. Do one at a time. A lot of times we forget this and we focus only on the physical things. And then sometimes we attack ourselves from the mental angle. But balance requires the trio of all of these energies to work together: emotional, physical, and mental. We get one clean, clear life, and then we have to really take care of it. So get clean on one. Take physical, get clean on that. Take emotional, get clean on that. And then take mental to close off that sacred triangle. We have the ability to see far into the future of our lives because we create our lives. Our work is to learn to connect with this energy and with Source. We should always be able to connect and serve the land just like an eagle does with our own selves. Faith builds in increments. You have faith on small levels in your life so that when it comes to making big choices and decisions in your life, you start off small and you build. Another word for faith is trust. Trust in the perfection and the flow of who you are and what you are destined to do here on earth. We all have a particular thing to bring to this life. We all have a purpose, and it is our job to go out and find out and discover what that is. And again, the affirmation is, faith is my invisible power supply. Keep the faith, everybody. It's a great year ahead. And our mindsets and our thoughts, keep them clean, keep them positive, keep them high. Join me for the next edition of Astrodology with Astrid. I thank you so much for tuning in today. Namaste. Thank you for listening to Astrodology. If you enjoyed this episode and would like to help support the podcast, please hit the subscribe button and tell your friends about it by sharing this program on social media. You can also follow me on Instagram at Coda Life Goddess or at CodaLife.com. Coda is C-O-T-A, Coda Life Goddess or CodaLife.com. Thank you again for listening to Astrodology, and I'll see you next time.